The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, 57, Mike 57.
Here we go.
Check 24, check 24. Ready?
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Erickson. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. Okay, right there, 54.
Dalton here from the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
44. Here we go. Hey, exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, here we go. 2x2. Move.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 52 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The give is to Bell. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
To throw here, Dalton, brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on now, come on now. Regular.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Room here to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
On first down, Darnold. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how-do-you-do as he gets in there for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Off of play action, Darnold rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Crowder. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 45 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished up,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2 by 2. Move.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Hey, Mike 52. Bravo. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, lady. Let's get that ball right here.
Darnold on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mike 5-9. Hey, Orbit. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. So we got man.
A give to Bell. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has. He loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And down he'll go at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Bell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it with Bell, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 2 by 2. Move. 2 by 2. Move. Move.
From the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw again, Dalton. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
44. Here you go. Regular. One set. Check. Hey, Charlie. 54.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hey, box drop. 54's Mike. Check.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Green once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hands up. Wait. Set. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 368. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
We want it. Come to my...
Another chance for Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bengals are a two-point conversion away from tying this football game. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for two.
44. There you go. Hey, Delta.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
65.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check 52. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Crowder's got it over the middle. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Bell. They can't corral it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Dalton here from the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Play action now. Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go!
Play action here with Dalton. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check three!
On the counter, here's Bell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. Sean Williams brought him down. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Out left to Anderson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 72 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 28, Bengals 12. Chandler Catanzaro to kick off for the Jets.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hands up! Leave! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Here you go, Ken. 57. Mike, 57. Check.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Hey, exit.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 miles.
To throw again. Dalton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
54. Mike 54.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Dalton now to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Lead. Mike 54. 368. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Set, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Here you go. Can.
54 Mike.
All right, here's Dalton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Fight this.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
Hey,
line.
high 7.
Mike 54. 54. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
So now Dalton. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, watch the slant. Safe.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.